Let's go ahead and take a look here at the 40200h-ct Cut Tech planer, 13-inch with they're calling it a spiral head planer. It comes with a couple different options here. One of them is this cool handy little gauge. Tells you exactly how much wood you're going to take off. Let's take a better look at that guy. It's got a little round button. Nothing to it. Pretty handy. One of the other options it has here is it's got this scale. Not that any others don't come with it, but you can adjust it here with the screws after you plane a couple of boards and adjust your thickness. It says in the manual. And the other cool feature it seems to have, I'm thinking it's going to be really handy here, is it's got an adjustment for your stop. Maybe you're going to do some 2x4s and you want to get them down to 1 3/4. We'll take a look here on the inside of that setup. Just slides back and forth and just makes it a little bit easier on a guy. The other option here it has is, it says in the manual that it comes with a Snipe Lock. Well, after reading the manual, what it's saying is, get to your desired depth of cut, put a lock on it, and then what it does is it holds your head so it doesn't move up and down as you're feeding a board in, hence stopping snipe. Not really sure yet, haven't used it. Let's take a look here at the back side. Everybody's complaining about the dust collection that goes on here. I actually haven't put mine on yet. It's probably not very great, but there is a couple of screws. There's one here and over there, but I've got them sitting over here, already taken off for you. Take a look at those cutter heads on it. Now, in here, they only say that they've got 2 cutting positions, and you have a dot that shows you that your current cutting position, which is pretty sharp, and then you can rotate that by loosening the screw and turning it, and then you get another cutting position that's currently on this side. These sides here are both dull, so you get what you get for those. The other deal is, let's take a look at this. Now, something I found with mine. That moves that side. Go to this side. Not moving. Quite interesting. Another thing that the manual says here for setup is feller wants to go and put a square on here. Let's see if you can get a good look at that. Doesn't seem to be very square on the inside. I don't know about other planers. It's got quite a bow to it. So they say to take your square and set it straight across so you can set your table up. Well, after doing so with the little guy, I found that's not the good idea. Went with the big guy. Well, after you put the big guy on there, you can still see it doesn't quite line up. There's a little gap there. Good there. But if I push down, which is kind of hard to do with both hands, but it does flatten out if you were to put maybe a board and the weight on there. But not up there. Another adjustment that you need to make when you get your Cut Tech. The other deal is, they're calling it a professional. I'm not sure about most. We'll see if we can do this. If not, maybe mess it up. Right here is your brushes. You've got a brush on this side here, in the front of the machine, that you can remove. And after you remove that cover, you've got another set of brush is here. You can remove so that if you put too much of a load on it and burn up your brushes, you can get in there and remove them and replace them. Let's see if we can do it one-handed here. Oh yeah. take a good look at that. They say after about 20 hours of use, you should stop and check your brushes. Not too bad for brand new, huh? Ooh, look at that. It's even got a brush number. Let's see which side it is. I think that. There's a number. And on the inside there, she looks all kinds of nice, new and shiny, huh? Well, that's the brushes. Enough of that. And the other thing is that this one here comes with a toolbox on the side. It's kind of handy, but probably pointless. It does come with some nice handles here up on the top, both sides, for you to be able to go ahead and grab onto it. It does weigh quite a bit. The other thing is it does have this scale on the top. Maybe after you do a couple of runs, maybe you want to measure out your thickness. Maybe you're working on something thick. The other deal is the body on this thing here is only currently made out of aluminum. So you're supposed to be able to bolt it down on your feet. But with it being made out of aluminum, I wouldn't be too hasty on tightening it up too much. Let's go ahead and take a look maybe on the bottom side of this guy. I'll show you the bottom. Oh, and it does come with a 6-foot cord. That's the only distance here you got with it. The top is not actually aluminum. It looks like it, but it's not. This here's aluminum. A lot of it's aluminum. Just cast aluminum, not much to it. There's your springs there that hold your in feed, out feed table. Not much to it. Well, hopefully that helped you. Don't subscribe and don't comment.